Trojans? It's Thomas Weiniger. I'm here outside Park Hill and we have a great show lined up for you today. In this edition of Trojan TV News, we take a deep look into our recent testing scandal, an interview with one of Park Hill's biggest stars, and a window into how one man's life changed forever. Today is Thursday, November 14th, and Trojan TV News starts right now.
Hello and welcome to another live edition of Trojan TV. I'm Alicia Stout.
And I'm Thomas Weiniger. As many of us know, it's college application season, and test scores are a huge part of that process. This week, I dug deeper into our recent ACT controversy. At Park Hill High School, test scores are the perfect key to the door to high praise. But last September, some of these potential achievers were left guessing.
I've taken it 6 times, so that was my 6th time. And they didn't tell us right away, so rumors went around. But basically they sent an email maybe a week ago, and said that the scores were lost.
That response was less than satisfactory.
Basically they're like, just forward this email if it caused problems for college applications. And that was it, and they didn't want to tell us anything else.
For some, the fabric of their futures rests in the balance.
I could have applied for better colleges if I actually got my score and it was high, and I could have gotten a lot more scholarships than I have right now.
Yeah, I applied for colleges last weekend. And personally, I think they should have done more, because I had to pay money to send my ACT score, so personally, I think they should have paid for that, for me to do that, because now I'm doing it late, sending a not very good score. And they're like, oh, just attach the email. That'll fix everything, and it won't, but whatever.
But this is no one-time ordeal.
A teacher told me that it's happened around the country, which I feel like is very unprofessional if it's the same company doing it over and over again.
And others agree.
You're this big test. Everyone goes, I've taken it 6 times, so 4, 6, 24 hours of my life I've taken.
But when asked what could be done,
So to make it right, I don't know if there is a way to make it right.
over the weekend, students did have a chance to make up that ACT. And I talked to students who all said they were not only hoping to get a good score, they were simply hoping to get one back at all. Alicia, I reached out to both the ACT and Park Hill for comments on this issue. Park Hill said that they can't comment because it is strictly an ACT issue, and ACT has yet to return my many calls. Now, I hope a lot of those students were hoping to get perfect scores on those tests, but now let's take it to someone who's practically perfect. Let's take it to Haley Kalis and Ashton Umstead.
Thanks, guys. Right now I'm here with Ashton Umstead, which plays the practically perfect character of Mary Poppins. So Ashton, what's it like taking the lead role of Mary Poppins?
It's honestly been one of the best experiences of my life. The cast is so talented and really fun to work with, and I'm just excited to play this iconic role and hopefully bring some smiles to people's faces.
Speaking of magic, can you tell us any spoils or teasers about the upcoming musical?
Well, I will say that there's quite a bit of magic and some flying, actually.
That sounds pretty magical. When does the musical take place?
It's next weekend, November 21st through the 23rd at 7 in the Park Hill Auditorium.
Speaking of special talents, do you have any?
I can actually say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious backwards.
Well, can you show us here today?
Subacoda-ecodali-sipsipsilagophilocrepus.
Oh my gosh, well you heard it from her. Well, let's take it back to the desk.
Moving into another story, one man changed his morning view from the Golden Gate to the Pig Gate. Let's go to Soonjin Talk with more.
From city streets to country roads, Lawrence Simpella was not afraid to begin new chapters.
Moving from San Francisco to Weston, Missouri was a no-brainer for me. I got to get away from the congestion in the city, and I had an opportunity to help my parents grow older gracefully.
Lauren came from California after being in San Francisco for 25 years, and then he decided he wanted to have livestock.
The stars of the bunch are the Mangalitsa pigs, a premium pork product. What's interesting is
2 years ago, I knew nothing about raising pigs, and everything I've learned about raising pigs is either through workshops or from YouTube and books. So now I have over 150 pigs exploding on the farm.
150 pigs exploding on the farm is a good problem to have.
There's a saying is, when's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. And I wish I would have done this 20 years ago.
If you have a desire to try something new,
Just remember, when there is a will, there's a way.
whether you wake up to the Golden Gate Bridge or the fields of Weston, life is what you make it. Along with AJ Thomas and Parker Kane, I'm Soonjen Pak for Trojan TV News.
Thanks, guys. That is quite the change in lifestyle. Here's what's new in Trojan TV News. We had a number of students sign to be official college athletes yesterday afternoon. Congratulations to all those Trojans on their scholarships. However, we have 2 more students signing this afternoon to the University of Kansas in the cafeteria annex at 3 p.m. For those who haven't chosen a university, sign-ups for college visits are open in the counseling office. Universities include Central Methodist, Northwest Missouri State, Emporia State, and Columbia. For more information, visit the counseling office.
The next meeting of Common Ground will be today in the NAV after school. Join us. Trojan Buddies will meet next Monday, November 18th in room 530, the band room after school. We are partnering with Tri-M and have some fun activities planned.
Students, do you have a photo of yourself in an international location? Please bring it by the school library to be displayed during International Education Week beginning tomorrow.
Happy birthday to Katie Wood, Francis Swain, Jacob Stroud, Augustine Petzold, Barry Nike, Nicholas Corder, Damian Page, or Mr. Golston.
Student of the day today is Paris Graves, nominated for working so hard in math class. You can pick up that free cookie coupon at reception. That's all we have for you today, Trojans. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Thomas Weininger.
And I'm Alicia Stout. We now leave you with images from the Veterans Day Assembly.